found in the details inspection done by the Delhi Fire Services and the Delhi Police in a combined way, then only when any hint of sabotage is there, only then crime and forensic teams will also be called in. Also, in case any life is lost in any case of fire, then the crime and forensic teams step in to for a detailed inspection. But if it is a room, that is secluded and that was closed, and due to some incident, fire takes place, then forensics and crime team will not be called in, but the Delhi Fire Services will do a detailed inspection and the report will be submitted. Most likely in these cases, we have seen that usually from the air conditioner stabilizer or due to a short circuit, fire takes place. Previously also in the AIIMS also,
Yeah.
there have been incidents of fire in similar institutions like AIIMS. So we are not clear as of now what the cause of fire is, but only right now the priority is to save people, to rescue all of them who are inside the ward, to take them out safely and cordon the entire area so that fire on priority can be doused.
Yeah, so as Anvit is pointing out, the immediate priority for those carrying out these rescue operations will be to rescue those patients, because as we pointed out, this fire has broken out on the second floor, and this is the floor which has the emergency ward. Anvit, I just want to understand another clarification from you. Is it now confirmed that the fire is only on the second floor, or is it spreading to the other floors as well? Anvit, can you hear me? Okay. We'll try and get Anvit back, but we're staying with those visuals coming in from AIIMS, coming in from the national capital. So let me just explain what we know so far. We're understanding fire has broken out on the second floor, and why the second floor becomes crucial is because this is where the emergency ward is. What has really caused the fire, that we do not know as of now, possibly a short circuit. So as Anvit was pointing out, the information came out just a few minutes ago. Fire tenders have already left for the location. We're understanding as many as 8 fire tenders that have already left for the location that will be involved as far as the rescue operations are concerned. Now, the immediate priority for those involved in the rescue operations will be to try and move these patients and to rescue these patients, because as I pointed out, the second floor is where the emergency ward is. How many patients are there, we still don't know. So the first priority will be to rescue those patients and move them to a safer location. But fire tenders currently on their way, trying to douse the fire, trying to contain the fire, and also ensuring that no passenger is injured, and all of them nobody is injured and they can be moved to safer locations as well. As we pointed out, this is on the second floor. As far as the AIIMS is concerned, this is where the emergency ward is. A fire call was received by the fire department a short while ago. They've confirmed to us here at CNN News 18 that fire tenders, in fact, on their way to try and douse this fire. As many as 8 fire tenders is what we're understanding, currently on location trying to contain the fire. We'll try and get Anvit back to try and understand any more details. We'll also get a clarity whether the fire is only restricted to the second floor as of now. Has it unfortunately spread to other floors as well? As Anvit was also pointing out a short while ago, it's a possibility that a short circuit could have led to this fire, which has happened at the second floor where the emergency ward at AIIMS in the national capital is. Our colleague Yash is also now joining us on the broadcast. Any more details that you're picking up? Yash, can you hear me?
Hello, hi, I can hear you.
Yeah, Yash, I was trying to understand any more details that you're picking up. Anvit was telling us a short while ago that there are about 8 fire tenders that have been rushed to AIIMS to try and douse this fire. Is there any clarity whether this fire is only on the second floor, or unfortunately has it spread to other floors as well?
Well, the information as per now remains to be that the fire is on the second floor of this very hospital, and in fact, in particular, it is in the endoscopy department, and in particular in a particular room where testing is being done. So, like you rightly mentioned, around 8 fire tenders have been rushed to the spot, and in fact, the top management of the hospital is there, and the silver lining is the top management is stating that all the patients or all the people who were present at that very spot, which area has been affected, those people have been evacuated as of now. So the fire, so the entire process to douse the fire is currently on, and in fact, as of now, what we're given to understand is that no casualties have been reported as of now. But it is a serious situation, because AIIMS, as we know, is considered to be is a hospital where there's a lot of rush, and in fact, today is a Monday, and there are actually a lot of tests going on. In fact, the fire which has been reported particularly from the endoscopy department.
Yeah, so as Yash is pointing out, the updates that are now coming in are that the fire broke out in the endoscopy room. The update that we're also getting for our viewers is that the entire second floor for now has already been emptied out. So that's a good sign, because the first priority, as I pointed out, for the hospital would have been to move these patients away to a safer location. How many patients were there? We still don't have that clarity. Yash, help us understand how many patients, if you're getting that number already, were there in the endoscopy room or on the second floor that have now been managed to be moved to safer locations.
If we talk about number of patients, it's actually very hard to tell, because the department where this fire was reported from was a testing lab, basically. So a lot of people usually visit these for the regular test and other tests. So it is very tough, but certain as of now the exact number of the patients and also the visitors, because usually there are two, three people who come to the hospital, and in fact that is why it is very tough to ascertain a specific number. What we are given to understand is that the top management has come on the ground right now, and in fact director of the AIIMS is also there where this incident has been reported, and in fact the entire space has been emptied as of now, what we're given to understand. And in fact now the operation will be also launched to understand the reason of the fire, because as of now the visuals which we are getting, these visuals looks very in fact dangerous, in fact, because this is a fire which has broken out at AIIMS Delhi, and in fact which is the premier hospital here in the national capital. A lot of people come to this hospital, so definitely the authorities are now trying to actually take control of the fire as soon as possible, because if at all this rescue operation delays or the fire operation delays, there is a possibility that the fire could actually spread to other parts as well. So now the daunting task is on the Delhi Fire Services to actually douse the fire. 8 fire tenders are currently at this spot.
And as Yash is pointing out, you can see in those visuals, those plumes of smoke also coming out. But the good news is that there are 8 fire tenders currently on the spot. The second floor where the fire broke out has also been emptied out. This was the endoscopy room. The top management of the AIIMS currently on the ground as well, ensuring that these rescue operations can be carried out. Yash, we'll have to leave the conversation there. This is a developing story. We'll keep tracking all those developments. For now, slipping into a very short break.
ही छू सकती हूँ, सरकार हो या कारोबार, हर बागडोर संभाल सकती हूँ। उठाए अगर कोई दुश्मन आंख, तो करारा जवाब दे सकती हूँ। कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर सबके साथ बढ़ सकती हूँ। मैं कर सकती हूँ। सोच की दीवार हो या बंद हर किवाड़ हो, अपने हौसले से पार कर सकती हूँ। देश के निर्माण से लेकर दुनिया को आगे ले जाने में अपनी भागीदारी निभा सकती हूँ। मैं शी शक्ति हूँ। मैं कर सकती हूँ।
Will make one of the most aggressive attacks on the India front opposition, and he would want Rahul Gandhi to be present there. Very quickly, one nugget of information is that last time round when there was a no confidence motion which was moved, it was when Rahul Gandhi had spoken and he had walked up to the Prime Minister and had spoken to him. And therefore, I think it is those visual optics which both the BJP and the Congress party will relish.
Absolutely. Pallavi, I want you to stay with us because right now we're just going to show our viewers that exact notification. Now this, in the continuation of the notification dated the 24th of March 2023, the Supreme Court of India had passed an order in special leave to appeal staying the conviction of Shri Rahul Gandhi, the member of the Lok Sabha representing the Wayanad parliamentary constituency of Kerala, which was ordered by the judgment dated March 23rd, 2023 of the Court of the Chief Judicial Magistrate. Number two, in view of the order dated of the Supreme Court of India, the disqualification of Shri Rahul Gandhi has dated the 24th of March in terms of the provisions of Article 102, Part 1, Part E of the Constitution of India, read with Section 8 of the Representation of the People Act 1951, has ceased to operate subject to further judicial pronouncements. Pallavi, we want to understand more of the points that are being illustrated in this. Can we talk about this provision which has been mentioned in the notice about Article 102, Part 1, Part E of the Constitution of India? What exactly does this mean? Can you tell us more about the key takeaways here?
See, basically what it refers to is the fact is that according to a new constitutional amendment law which was made, interesting when the UPA was only in power, is that anyone who's convicted for more than 2 years will not be allowed to be a member of parliament or any assembly and will have to be disqualified. So remember, when Rahul Gandhi was convicted by a lower court, it is this law which had swung into action, and that's why there was an immediate disqualification of Rahul Gandhi which had taken place. Now, once that conviction has been stayed, automatic process has been that he has been reinstated, and that is what is that notification from the Speaker's office is quickly pointing out. It's very significant, I would say, the timing, because the Congress party was all geared up since yesterday and even today, and are also threatened
Pallavi,
to
do
approach
stay with
the
us.
court.
So sorry to have to interrupt you. We have to cross over to CNN News 18's Shreen Elizabeth, who's also joining us. Shreen, over to you. All right, first on CNN News 18, we have some very big breaking news for you. We're learning that Rahul's MP status has now been restored. Remember, it was slated to be restored by the Lok Sabha Speaker, Om Birla. The Congress had been criticizing the fact that there was a delay in reinstating Rahul Gandhi's status as an MP. But we now bring you confirmation that Rahul's status as an MP has been restored. He is now once more a member of parliament, which means today, again, the parliament session is going to resume in a very short while at 11 a.m. today. Big question is whether he's going to begin resuming the parliament session from today itself or from tomorrow. Now remember, why all of this is very interesting is because tomorrow the no confidence motion is going to be discussed in parliament. Now we're going to be crossing over to our senior editor, Pallavi Ghosh. Pallavi, we're learning that Rahul's MP status has now been restored. Pallavi, can you hear us? All right, we'll try to re-establish that connection to get you more context on this, but this is a very big breaking development because now what this means is that he is going to be a member of parliament. Once again, his status has been restored, and now he's going to be taking part in the no confidence motion discussion, which is going to begin tomorrow itself, and it's going to go on until the 10th. But the big breaking input, Rahul Gandhi is once more a member of parliament. Remember, this comes after the Supreme Court had stayed his conviction in connection with the Modi surname case. We're crossing over to CNN News 18 senior editor Pallavi Ghosh. Pallavi, we're learning that Rahul Gandhi's status as a member of parliament has now been restored.
Yes, so as you can see, the copy of the notification is already out, and this is just before the House reconvenes by 11 a.m. And the House reconvenes at 11 a.m. and definitely Rahul Gandhi will, as a part of the notification, go back to Parliament. And this is a matter of procedure, and in fact, all along when the Congress had been alleging that why is it that the Speaker has been taking so much of time, the Speaker's office had made it very clear that this is a weekend, and because of the weekend factor, we had to not been able to go ahead and process